My name is. My name is.
Johnny
My
Radio
name is.
himself, John Harden.
Hi. My name is. My name is. My name is.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a hump day, baby. And you know what? It is a special, special, special day. We got so much to get to. But remember, it is September 11th. So for all those, like, again, I'm kind of curious. Like, is this the day for, I guess, people like my age who are around, that this is the one day that you never forget where you were when it happened? Terrible, terrible event. But again, you know, thoughts and prayers to all those that lost, family members that lost them. But we do have a very busy show today, and I'm pretty fired up. Oh my goodness, I'm fired up. We got to talk college football. I've been looking a little bit closer at Notre Dame. Their big home loss this week, of course, against unranked opponent. It's absolutely terrible. We're going to break down, though, because it's a little bit worse than I even think you probably know or think. Because let's not forget, 2022, they lost to Stanford, unranked 16-14, same exact score. They lost to Northern Illinois. Let's not forget 2022, they lost to Marshall 26-21. Marcus Freeman, who in his press conference talked about how it is they opened up this season with 2 losses, the last 2 seasons to, of course, Ohio State, that after they beat Texas A&M, they started reading their own press clippings, and they believed in themselves. And I'm going to talk about maybe Marcus Freeman's approach, who feels like the most cool, calm, and collected person on planet Earth. And then I'm going to talk about my new favorite coach in the history of the world. Syracuse's Fran Brown. Look, Kyle McCord is at Syracuse. And I know that their big win is against Georgia Tech. But this is Syracuse football we're talking about. And I'm going to play a clip from Fran Brown. And if you listen to this, and you tell me that you don't want to send your child to play for this guy, I don't know if you're cut from the same cloth, at least as I am, because this dude gets me fired up. He's afraid of nobody. It's Syracuse. He's tough. He's physical. And I just absolutely love him. And I just also loved how he said, and, you know, I need to send a big thank you letter and probably some wine or something to Ryan Day, because Kyle McCord looks like that dude. We are going to get so deep up into some college football. It's not funny. We have injury news. We have quarterbacks who have been replaced. I mean, by the way, Riley Leonard, did you know this week he's going to be playing with a bad labrum on his non-throwing shoulder? Did you know at SMU, Preston Stone has now been benched for Kevin Jennings? Preston Stone.
Let's hope he's actually benched.
I mean, Preston Stone, though, was one of the biggest, names out there.
Yeah.
Preston Stone. Mm-hmm. I wonder if he's Sharon Stone's son. I remember one of my favorite movies when I was a young person. Have you ever heard of Basic Instinct?
I have not, no.
Goodness gracious, son. Do me a favor. You and your girlfriend like to watch movies, don't you?
Uh-huh.
This is a good one, too. I mean, I'm dead serious when I say it's not just because she crosses and uncrosses her legs with no undies. It's also just a very, very good show. And by the way, I do have to say, the fact that Commando is so in today is kind of an interesting, little sidebar.
Interesting.
Preston Stone, though, he has been benched at SMU. We're going to talk about Sark and Texas's schedule. I got college football stuff that I got to just touch on all day long, all day strong. We're going to break that down. NFL. Kansas City. Did you hear about Kyle Van Noy yesterday?
Mm-mm.
I would tell you, when you think about the Kansas City Chiefs, you think about excellence. You think about Andy Reid being a great coach, the Walrus, Pat Mahomes. You think about Travis Kelce. Of course, now we think about Taylor Swift. We think about championship football. But my goodness, they have so many F grades. Kyle Van Noy brought to light a few things. Did you know he broke his orbital bone? If you don't know who Kyle Van Noy is, plays for the Ravens. and he broke his orbital bone. He said that the Kansas City training staff didn't even come out to him. He literally had to get up and leave and go all the way back to the locker room to get checked out. Well, these are the kind of interesting. Did you know that they interview and question all 1,700 NFL players and staff at the end of every season and ask you to give grades on every other staff and every other school, every other like ranking or whatever? Kansas City was dead last in almost everything other than coaching and personnel and obviously winning Super Bowls. I found that fascinating. It made me think to myself, would DeMar Hamlin be here if that happened in Kansas City? But we'll get into it because, again, Kansas City's great. They're awesome. And then we got to think about this week, man. We talked about a little Aaron Rodgers. Of course, after the Monday night game, gosh, he looked terrible. Didn't even push the ball down the field. Did you see how many times he actually threw the football to wide receivers?
Yeah.
Why is it that Aaron Rodgers is only throwing 4 passes to his wide receivers, 2 to Allen Lazard, and then he threw 2, of course, to Garrett Wilson? That's insanity to me. We got to talk about this because I'm going to be in Tennessee this week to go see the Jets and the Titans.
Well, Nashville. You're already in Tennessee, John.
Yeah, I just hate. You're right.
Well, a lot of people will say Memphis isn't a part of Tennessee.
I was thinking it's not Adelphia Coliseum anymore, so I just said Tennessee.
There you go.
Because I can't remember what it's called.
Right.
What is it called?
The stadium? Nissan.
Is it Nissan now?
Yeah.
See, I went when it'll be my first time in Nissan since they changed the name. I think so. I think it will be. I've seen a couple concerts there since then. But anyway, we're going to talk about how bad Will Levis was, how bad Aaron Rodgers was, which team has an opportunity to fix it. We got to figure that one out with a little bit of a quickness. And Lamar Jackson being banged up after Kansas City. Did you hear that he was not practicing? He has not practiced yet.
Wow, I didn't know that.
You know that the first injury reports come out today. Mm-hmm. I will be curious to look and see if Lamar Jackson's on that. They say that he came out pretty damn banged up against Kansas City. That's something to keep your eye on, and you know why? Because all of you out there, I told y'all to go under 10.5 wins. Did I not say it? Mm-hmm. Like every day for 2 weeks? Mm-hmm. Well, you know I have that bet. So every time I hear bad news come out of Baltimore, I ain't going to lie to you, I just get a little bitty grin. And I hate rooting for bad news. I don't ever want to see anybody injured or hurt. But I also like being able to pay for my baby girl to like go to the library after a good Ole Miss win. Justin Fields will be starting this week. Russell Wilson's calf is still weird, not working. The whole Pittsburgh thing is absolutely crazy. And then last night, I'm going to say I didn't watch the debate because I watched baseball.
He had some good picking last night.
But I also did wake up this morning and saw the craziest Elon Musk tweet I think I've ever said. Did you see it?
No. I will be honest, John. I don't really pay attention to Elon Musk.
He's on your X. Don't you go on X?
Yeah, but I kind of avoid him.
What do you mean you avoid him? The dude's
I just don't really care what he's talking about. Like, I'm being honest.
I ain't gonna lie to you. He's funny as hell. You need to check him out. He's kind of funny.
I mean, I'm sure you're right. I just, like I said, I just don't really care what he's talking about.
But this tweet he sent, I had to say, like, all I thought to myself is like, bro, man, I know that I like eating the edible here and around, but that dude is way too high to be tweeting that this morning because the things he said on his Twitter, you're going to find out during Hardwood because it just feels so good, and it is just so dead gum funny. Oh, my gosh, I'm so fired up. And now, though, I got to talk about baseball. Good night at picking, huh?
Very good night.
I had a great night gambling last night, and it made me feel so good to pay a lot of attention to baseball. But there was one game in particular that I actually did lose. It was the Houston Athletics game. I kind of took that game a little bit later, didn't talk about it on the show. It was one of those things.
Oh, what a wild game.
You know, it was one of those things where, like, I was doing really good. I mean, the Braves were up 10-0. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, yeah. John, I was at a restaurant last night. Only game they had on was the Braves game. I was like, can we switch it to something else?
Like, this thing's over.
Yeah, it was like
bro.
10-0.
I've already cashed my check.
I'm ready to stop watching this game.
But let me tell you something. How many times have you heard me come on here when I talk about baseball and talk about small ball, and I don't understand why it is that the greatest baseball players on planet Earth who are in the major leagues don't play the game sometimes the right way. They always try to swing for the fence. They always try to score big runs. They always try to make sure that it's the home run. The Athletics won their baseball game. Do you know why?
A small ball, John.
3 straight bunts in a row. They bunted their way to victory in the 12th inning last night because you know what they did? They put the pressure on the defense. Mm-hmm. And the Astros looked like they never fielded a damn bunt in their life. And yes, I had the Astros. I thought I was going to win that game on multiple occasions.
Of course.
I mean, shoot, you lead off the bottom of the 11th inning. Runner on second base. Jose Altuve hits one off the wall, gets the double. All you do have to get him in, and next thing you know, you extend it again. You got a man on second, no outs. What do you think they did?
Bunt.
No, they did not. Houston did not bunt. They got a hard ground ball to third base, where guess what? That kept the runner at second. Mm-hmm. Kyle Tucker then struck out. There's 2 outs. And then I can't even remember what the last out was, but what it is, again, it sometimes makes me crazy. You need 1 run. You got a runner in scoring position, and I understand any single can get him home most of the time. But dude, just do me a favor, bunt him over. That way you got a sac fly, you can do a suicide squeeze, you can hit. I mean, you put the pressure not only on the defense, but on the pitcher. Like, we forget, we got the time clock. A pitcher does not like dudes on third base. A pitcher does not like dudes on third base with less than 2 outs. 2 outs, you can kind of focus in and you can go after them. But when you put pressure bursts pipes, and I sometimes don't understand, and it makes me crazier than anything, that pro baseball coaches, pro baseball teams don't sometimes do the little things that they're supposed to do to actually win baseball games. And I can't stand the Oakland Athletics, not because I don't love Brent Rooker. Memphis. You know that's Brent, right? Mm-hmm. Memphis, man, love him. Organization is trash. Hopefully it'll get better in Vegas. But the fact that you go out there and see them and they actually play the game in late innings the right way and they put pressure on Houston, it just made me think to myself, damn. I hope the rest of baseball actually watched that because I thought that was absolutely mild. Now, I got to mention my Braves because I know you're a Cardinals guy, right? Mm-hmm. You know why I'm a Braves dude?
Why is that?
Because when I was like 5 years old, my favorite player in the whole world was Dale Murphy. Love me some Dale Murphy. And then, of course, I grew up in the 90s when you had Maddox and Glavine. Oh, man. Avery, Terry Pendleton, Sid Bream, Andrew Jones, of course, then Chipper. I mean, like, I like the Braves. Braves are snake bitten. Like Alex Anthopoulos, who has done, I feel like, won a yeoman's job. My man has just made the right plays. Ozzie Albies, did you know they locked him up for $28 million? Yeah, you heard that right. You know they locked up Ronald Acuna before he went absolutely ham. Now he's had an injury now on both knees. I don't see him stealing 70 bases going forward, but he's still fast as Cuda Brown. Alex Anthopoulos has made great moves. But this team has lost Spencer Strider, who was a Cy Young candidate to begin the season. Led the leagues in what? What did he lead the league in? Strikeouts. Dude gets punch-outs like it's going out of style. I feel like that's just a painful loss right there. You know that you right now have Austin Riley from DeSoto Central, baby. What up? Shout out. Bad hand issue. Ozzie Albies has been out. But did you see what happened in the first inning last night?
No, I got to it late, John.
You got to it late?
Yeah.
Man, I was worried about my bet after the first inning. When the top of the second inning came up, and I'm starting to hear that Ronaldo Lopez is leaving the game after 25 pitches. Oh, yeah. I say to myself, how is this possible?
Yeah, it's not ideal.
I mean, bro, have you ever seen – they have enough wounded soldiers. Like, this ain't D-Day. It's the Atlanta Braves. And they just can't catch a break yet. They got a big win, and they're still right there with the New York Mets. And the wild card's going to be wild. But, man, if anything, like these months are here. But these months for the Braves feel like ER. Lopez is going to have an MR today. We're going to find out how bad it is. But let me tell you something. What did I say yesterday? The one thing that scared me about Ronaldo Lopez, he's never thrown more than 127 innings. He hadn't done it since, 2021? Of course, he went over that last night, and he made it one inning to barely get over the most innings he's ever pitched in a season, and he's down with an MRI. It just bad luck. Like bad dead gum luck. Now, we got day baseball. Do you realize that?
We do.
T-minus 15 minutes and counting. Marlins and the Pirates. Pirates took care of the Marlins last night. That was another good baseball game. You got the Guardians of the Galaxy playing the White Sox, the White Sox are just so bad it's not even funny. 113 in losses and counting. Mets and the Blue Jays at 207. Sean Manaea is on the bump against Francis. Man, any dude named Francis, no, it's his last name. But I ain't going with the Blue Jays, brother. I like the Mets today. We're going to talk about some of our bets here in just a little bit. But before we take our first break, because we got Dustin Starr coming up on the other side, I'm telling you to take a Nerfy. Marlins, Pirates today, two terrible pitchers, two bad hitting ball clubs. Let's go out there and feel like these guys played late last night. They're going to be a little groggy this morning. Pitchers are going to be a little bit warmed up, got their sweat on. I'm going Nerfy. First inning, Marlins, Pirates. Do you know what that's called?
A Nerfy.
It's called mainlining.
Ah, I see. Yes.
Dude, when you gamble on one damn inning, son,
right.
That is just straight up injecting a little juice. But if you want to inject some real juice in your life, do something you've never done in your entire life, and you can do it tomorrow with me because I'm going to be at 2770 Witten Road. I'll be at Top Gun Memphis. You're saying, John, I've shot guns before. You shot a machine gun? Because you can go out there. They got 3 different machine guns you can choose from. It's only $99. You get your ammo, your machine gun, a range safety officer, and, of course, your shooting lane. You get your targets. Boom, 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 boom. Talk about a stress reliever. Man, I'm telling you. If the ish goes down, you better be ready. I'm ready. Did you see my shooting last time?
Oh, yeah.
You know I'm bringing back my stuff tomorrow to brag.
As you should.
I had the shooting lane where it's got the poor lady and the guy's holding a gun to her. Didn't hit the lady.
How about that?
But I took him out. Like, I don't think he had anything left after that. You saw it?
I did.
You saw it, and you know how fast it went?
Very fast.
Real fast. Because I didn't play around.
No, you didn't.
But you can do it tomorrow with me. I'll be there out there 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Top Gun Memphis, 2770 Witten Road. It's supposed to be raining tomorrow. You know what I mean? Can't be shooting outside, can you?
Raining from tomorrow morning until Saturday morning.
Damn, is it really going to be that bad?
I don't think it's going to be that bad. But we're getting a lot of rain. It's all this hurricane that's about to make landfall in Louisiana.
Well, you know what, though? You get a little frustrated with the weather. I can get that frustration out again. Come join me at Top Gun Memphis. And then this is also for those who've never shot a gun, but you've always said to yourself, you know what? I think I would feel more comfortable if I had a gun in my house, but I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit scared. Top Guns Academy is nationally recognized, and they have memberships that start at just $29.95. You heard that right. Did you know that you can rent a gun for $10? Rent a gun, learn if it works for you, take one of their classes. They have a handgun permit class. It's like for the very, very, very beginner's first shot. That is only also $99. Please come join me tomorrow, 11 to 1, 2770 Witten Road. Come shoot with us at Top Gun Memphis. We're going to take a quick time out here because we got my good buddy Dustin Starr on the other side. Don't touch that dial. Sports 56 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows, stay up to date with station events, and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ.
Just a quick reminder, it's football season, and if you are not spending a little time each weekend watching college or pro ball at Bell Tavern, Memphis' perfect downtown neighborhood bar, people might be talking about you behind your back. See, everyone else has figured out that Bell Tavern, with its ice-cold beer, signature cocktails, cozy atmosphere, and incredible staff, is the perfect place to while away a fall Saturday or Sunday cheering on your team in a place where people act like adults, whether their team is winning or losing. Bell Tavern is not a sports bar, except when it is.
Simple, smooth, and every sip is easy as the last. Tito's handmade vodka tastes just as good with tap water as it does your favorite mixers. Back in the day, Tito distilled, hand-bottled, taste-tested, sent out to a few friends, then taste-tested again to give you the finest juice around. No frills, no flavors, no fancy labels, just the good stuff, just Tito's. For recipes, videos, and more, visit Tito'sVodka.com. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, mainly 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roofing. In these uncertain economic times, there are so many things as a contractor and a business owner that I cannot control. The rising cost of materials, not to mention fuel and transportation costs. In the last 2 years, shingle prices have almost doubled, and commercial materials have doubled. And I don't have to tell you what fuel costs these days. But you know what I can control? How much markup I put on a project. I have always prided myself in knowing I never gouge a customer. But in an effort to ensure my crews have work and my customers are being treated fairly, I have lowered my profit margin, hoping to give you a price you can live with and keeping my crews busy. So if you need a roof or gutters, please give us a call. Five Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. Five Ash Roofing, a proud sponsor of Tiger Athletics and a member of the Tigers home team. 367-0050 or MemphisRoofer.com. 367-0050 or MemphisRoofer.com.
Want to do something you can't do anywhere else? Then join me, your buddy Johnny Radio, at Top Gun Memphis this Thursday, 11 to 1, to experience the fully automatic machine gun package for just $99. It includes 3 different machine guns, ammo, range safety officer, and a shooting range. New to shooting or just need to learn? Top Guns Academy is nationally recognized, and memberships start at just $29.95 a month. Gun rentals are only $10. Join me this Thursday at Top Gun Memphis, 2770 Witten Road. So you need to sell your house? I have the solution. Call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill and I buy houses. Any area, as is. It's literally as simple as that. Just pick up your phone. Call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill and I buy houses. Guaranteed to close in 5 days. If you need to sell your house fast, call Bill at 901-406-1101. That's Bill at I Buy Houses.
Admit it. When you start thinking about tastes of Memphis, you think treats, sweets. You think Dinstall's. For 122 years now. What is that, 5 generations? When people wanted something to bring to a party that will just make everybody happy, they bring out Dinstall's. 122 years of Cashew Crunch, of Heavenly Hash, of Turtlettes, of their award-winning fudge. That's worldwide. It's known that well. Then there's the milk chocolate. It all starts there. There's the double-dip peanuts. And then every fall, those famous chocolate-covered strawberries with that fondant. And they won't tell you what's in the fondant, but it makes it oh so special. And easy to get to. 5 locations. There's where they make the candies in Pleasant View. There's Germantown. There's Collierville. There's even one downtown and in my neck of the woods in Laurelwood. You know what? 122 years made in Memphis and enjoyed by the whole world. Dinstall's.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by Buster's Butcher at 199 South Highland, where every cut is the right cut. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy hump day. I'll remind you, everybody, you know what you're supposed to do, don't you? Besides just enjoy life and be a good person. you're supposed to go over to Buster's. Buster's, you're like, John, man, I go to that liquor store all the time. They have the best wine selection. They have more alcohol than you can shake a stick at. No, I'm talking about Buster's Butcher. It's right next to the liquor store right there at 199 South Highland Street. And right now, like we got football. Feels good. You ready for a little tailgating action? It is tailgating season. If you're tailgating out there, you want to be cooking bad meat? No, you want to cook the best. And they don't have just the best steaks and chops. They have amazing sausages. They have cheeses. They have everything you need for your tailgating needs. But the cool thing is, while you're getting ready to tailgate now, or while you're getting ready to prepare an amazing dinner tonight, or especially Thursday night, since we got a little Thursday night football action tomorrow, just run on into Buster's and don't forget, enter to win. Enter to win what, John? Oh, how about a $500 package, no purchase necessary, $200 gift certificate to Buster's Butchers, 4 Yeti coasters, a Camo Ice Mule Soft Cooler. And you're like, what's a Camo Ice Mule Soft Cooler, John? It's a really, really good cooler that keeps your beer ice cold. Plus, we're going to have a bunch of Buster swag. And again, no purchase necessary, 1 entry per person. The winner will be drawn at 10 o'clock in the morning on October 1st. I will announce the winner at 11 o'clock. So while you're at Buster's Butcher, check out their quality meats, cheeses, prepared foods, and so much more. All perfect for the fall tailgating season. Buster's Butcher, like nothing else you can find in Memphis. Learn more at bustersbutcher.com. Time to talk with my good buddy, Dustin Starr. Dakis, bring him in for me. What up, D?
Oh, yeah, man. What's up, Johnny Radio? How we doing today?
Dude, I'm doing so good, bro. I'm doing so good. I had a great week. I went down to Oxford, watched the Rebels and Jackson Dart, and that whole team just continue to kick tail. NFL football's been awesome. Monday Night Football, it was a little bit embarrassing because, man, Aaron Rodgers looks old and the Jets look terrible. So life has been really, really good, bro.
Well, on the other hand, I've been watching a whole lot of wrestling. I did see a little bit of the football game. You're right. Aaron Rodgers did look a little bit older, and Monday Night Raw was really, really good. And we've got a busy weekend coming up, final homestand coming up for the Memphis Redbirds. And then, of course, I've got some stuff on my calendar now for the Memphis Grizzlies. So we're that close to where I've got some stuff coming up before the first preseason games and everything. So we're about to rock and roll. And I got a baby baking in the oven. And so I was off on Sunday, so I'm like, hey, today might be a good day to have the baby. And she's like, oh, yeah, we'll just work it around your work schedule.
Well, I will tell you this. Are you ready?
Not here yet.
You ready for some advice?
Go right ahead.
Walker. I don't know if it's an old wives' tale. Walker. Just, hey, baby, we're going to go on a walk. Walk the dog. Take the kids. Walk.
The last time she walked on the curb, have you ever heard of that, where you have one foot on the curb and one in the street, and you are walking?
Oh, no. What happened? I think I lost Dustin.
Yeah, we lost
Starr.
Dustin. Right in the middle of a great story.
Right in the middle of a great story. I have never heard of walking on and off.
We'll have to get him to retell it.
This makes me feel like that'd be a great glute workout. It'd be good for my hammies, my glutes. One step on, one step off. And what's so sad is, I know I didn't drop him because my screen's not up.
No, yeah, we just completely lost him. But we got him back. Dustin's with us now.
Dustin, you were right in the middle of telling us about how one step on the curb, one step off, and how that takes it to another level.
Yeah, apparently that takes it to a whole nother level. And there's this bouncy ball that she's replaced her chair with a bouncy ball. And there's all sorts of stuff, so I don't know. And we had the ultrasound the other day. And so, yeah, man, it's like if it wasn't real before, it's really real now. You know
how crazy it is? I want you to think about just how far times have changed. And again, me and you are the same age, very, very close. I'm 46. How old are you?
I'm 41.
Oh, damn it. That's why you look better, because I'm older.
And a couple of years on me there. Hey, I remember being in that studio and having a 5-year-old, 4-year-old running around in there, playing with CJ and getting body slammed and coming on the radio and all that stuff.
With old Cerrito and Marcus Hunter. Those are some good days.
Oh, man, Marcus Hunter. Yeah, wow.
But, man, I got to tell you something. This is how far it's come. So when I had my first child, Rio, we went to get an ultrasound. The baby didn't turn exactly the way it was supposed to be able to tell the sex. But also the ultrasound quality was so bad. I don't even know how you could tell what it was. It didn't even look like a bean or nothing. And I just recently saw my one of my friends who is, I'm going to pray for him because you're 44 years old and you're about to have a baby. You crazy. They showed me the ultrasound. You can see the whole baby's face.
Yeah. She had her hands covering her face this time, so of course we didn't see that much. But yeah, I mean, it's really crazy. They're like measuring stuff, and I don't know. I mean, this has only happened now the third time in my life, so like it's not something that I look at or see every day. So I'm like mesmerized, like, wow, how do they know all this stuff?
Man.
It's pretty cool.
They're so smart.
It's
But then
coming up.
the last little thing I was going to tell you about this story, then I promise you we're going to move into some sports and wrestling. So the doctor for my wife, my only wife I've ever had,
knock on wood,
said, well, listen, I'm sorry I can't 100% confirm the baby's sex because, we wanted to know, kind of prepare the room and all that good stuff. And the doctor then goes, but as low as you're carrying the baby and the baby's heart rate where it's at, I'm 98% sure that you're going to have a boy. So when somebody tells me 98% that I'm going to have a boy,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have a boy. I had everything in the room, all boy stuff. And then it's
wow.
time to have a baby. And again, I think a baby's about to pop out of my wife, okay? So I'm standing there, I'm all like docked up, like waiting to like cut the cord and stuff. And she has the baby and oh my gosh, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then the lady goes to hand the baby to me to cut the cord. And I just looked down and I screamed so loud, where the bleeps is penis? And almost had a nervous breakdown. They had to sedate my ass. And then they finally told me I had a little girl. Yes, I freaked out. And then they were like, no, you have a little girl.
I'm all for the surprise, though. Maria was not into that. I mean, it's like you're watching wrestling and somebody makes a big return or a debut, and you're like, whoa, I'm surprised. Just imagine, like, not knowing, or imagine how surprised you were.
Oh, man, I was so
I would
surprised.
have liked to have not known and just been surprised. And then, you get everything you need and all that kind of stuff anyway. But, yeah, we've got all the stuff's ready. We're just waiting on her to come on out.
Maria Starr and Dustin Starr getting ready to bring baby in the world. And what are you bringing to the ring?
What am I bringing to the ring?
Man, what are you bringing? Not to a wedding ring. What are you bringing to Memphis Wrestling Ring lately?
Man, we've got it coming up this weekend, actually. We have a big weekend, Friday the 13th in Halls, Tennessee, which is just on the other side of, like, Millington, so it's not that far. For the audience that are near the Memphis area, but that's a free admission. So the whole Lauderdale County Fair is free in Halls, Tennessee, and then Memphis Wrestling will be there. We've got the King of the Fair match, and it's on Friday the 13th, so you never know who might show up.
Jason
Voorhees. Jason action. And then, of course, Sunday is our TV taping. I'll be out at Cooper Young hosting the Grizzlies main stage on Saturday, and then on Sunday we've got Jay Lethal and Jonathan Gresham coming in. We have a huge women's championship match, a huge tag team title match, and one that I'm really looking forward to is the Gun Show is going to go one-on-one with the 387-pound master of Fat Jitsu, Kay Toomer. Those are two big old boys going to do battle, and the winner is going to get an opportunity at the Memphis Heritage Championship, which is held by a 420-pound Aaron Roberts. So a lot of big boys going to be competing on Sunday at Memphis Wrestling. But if you go to memphiswrestling.tv, you can get the tickets. And then there's also a lot of other announcements that we've made here lately. If you use the code LETHAL at checkout, then you'll save $5 per ticket. But man, to end the year, the last couple of months of the year, we've got some major, superstars coming into Memphis Wrestling. I can't wait.
Man, all right. Can you give me a little tease?
Oh, yeah. Most of these tickets are on sale right now. Actually, I know I told you last week that I had been talking to Butterbean a little bit. So we've got Butterbean confirmed. Danhausen will be here for Halloween. That's on October 6th. It's almost sold out. This guy has, like, a cult following that he is, like, so big at these Comic-Cons and everything. His advanced tickets, I think, have sold even better possibly than Booker T's.
Whoa.
So that event is almost sold out. Tony Atlas, who is Mr. USA, he's coming. Tugboat was Hulk Hogan's best friend on TV back in the 90s in WWF, so he's coming. We've got AJ Francis coming, and, of course, like I said, Jay Lethal is on his way. And we just announced, dude, that Rock and Roll Express, WWE Hall of Famer Robert Gibson is coming to the Mid-South Fair on Monday night, September 23rd. I can't wait for that. Catch up with Robert. So, a lot going on, Johnny.
Man, in the Mid-South Fair, is it going on right now?
It is coming up.
Or it's coming up. Which fair is going on? All I know is somebody asked me to go to a fair, and it was probably you, actually, because you have the Loudoun County one coming up. But it feels like it's just
Lauderdale.
Lauderdale, sorry. Lauderdale County.
I think it was the Delta Fair. So we were going to do the Delta Fair, but there's a whole thing. Unfortunately, we do have to be paid for our services, Johnny. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, trust me, I do.
So,
I do.
Here, I'm checking out Mid-South Fair right now. I know that we are there on the
You'll be at the Mid-South Fair on the 23rd.
Monday. Yeah.
Man, oh,
Let's
man.
see, I know that the tickets were available where you can get like $5 or something, or it was a really cheap ticket to get in if you, it's the 19th through the 29th, so we're almost there. So that'd be next week.
Almost there. By the way, the 21st, though, I'm not going to be at the fair because I'm going to be down at Ghost River.
Ooh, all right, man. So me and Bob been working hard on this thing, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got some air-conditioned VIP seats. We've got ringside seats. There's a bar that's going to be right there next to the ring. And then, of course, they have great food. The owner of New Wing Order is now running the kitchen at Ghost River on Main Street. So if you like wings and just delicious food and flavory stuff, I mean, locally brewed beer, local food, and then Memphis Wrestling. We're doing that on the 21st. So that's at 8 p.m. bell time. It is family-friendly. The kids can't sit at the bar, Johnny, so don't be trying that. But it is family-friendly. It's a later bell time because, obviously, we want to do a little bit of beer drinking while we kick some butt in the ring. But those tickets are as low as $10. So it's a very inexpensive ticket. MemphisWrestling.tv will get you there.
And it's right there at 827 South Main Street at Ghost River, 8 p.m. bell time. Get ready to go have a little bit of fun. And if you love the Wrestle Center and watching what they do on the Sundays, this one is kind of like kicking it up a notch.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, gosh, anytime we're outside the Wrestle Center. Now, we have a lot of fun in there, but, you know, we can kind of let our hair down a little bit more out at Ghost River. And like I said, it is family-friendly, but, you know, we can be a little bit more edgy, really. It's kind of like a bar show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get the PG Memphis Wrestling when you watch, you know, at the Wrestle Center on TV, and then when we're out and about, especially at Ghost River, it's going down. And also, Ghost River will be in the house coming up on Sunday as well, so they'll be there with us.
Is that the first time you're having them in the Wrestle Center?
This is the second time. So like I said, this partnership is just going to keep growing and growing. Me and Bob have some good ideas. I think that they're good ideas, and we're going to do a quarterly show out at Ghost River. So this will be the first one coming up on the 21st. And then this weekend, actually, you know, a cool thing that we were just kind of looking at the dates and stuff. We're coming up on our 200th episode. That's going to be huge. We're taping that in December. Damn. 200, you know, just produced episodes that we created basically from scratch. Is that crazy?
No, that is crazy. I mean, from the time that you first launched from one to now, it's just, you just continue to grow. But Memphis Wrestling it is huge. One other thing, though, I didn't mention, so, like, the homestand for the Redbirds is, like, almost over. But this Friday, aren't they doing, like, a bobblehead giveaway?
Yeah, they've got some really cool. Oh, the bobblehead looks really cool.
The Lars Newbar?
Like Lars is like flex. It looks like he's doing the crab pose, you know, where he's flexing his muscles.
Oh, man,
yeah. Also,
awesome.
There's Grizzlies Day coming up on the 21st. So during the day, I believe it's like a 3:00 first pitch. The first so many people get a free Grizzlies jersey. So it's a Redbirds Grizzlies themed jersey that they do every year. So that's coming up on the 21st. So I'll be out there early in the day, and then heading over to Ghost River that night.
Are we going to see, you know, our new edition of Zach Eady maybe out there?
I think so. Like, don't quote me on this. It might have been released on the Redbirds website. I know the Grizzlies will be making an announcement about it sometime if they haven't already. But they always have some of the Grizzlies players out there. I believe myself, BLJ, and Sydney will be out there as well doing the pregame and, you know, emceeing and all that kind of stuff. I'm sure Grizz will be there with Rocky And then we always have some players there. In the past, it was always fun to have, John Jaron there. So maybe we'll get some John Jaron appearances. But definitely, I think Zach that would be like his introduction to the city almost. You know what I mean?
Yep, I sure do.
Being a new guy.
Man, and I'll also just kind of I have so many, I just kind of actually want him to be there because I want to see what a 7-foot crazy man who's what is he, 7'4", standing next to
in the pictures,
baseball
he looks ginormous. Yeah, no, I have not seen him in person yet. I think all the photo shoots and media days and stuff are coming up. Sometimes I'm, there to help out or whatever, take part in the media day. I love doing that because you get to see the guys before, you see them on the field or on the court.
How man, so what do we got? The end of this month, Redbirds baseball is over.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Just a few games left. I can't believe it, man. Then basketball's going, and you'll see Dustin Starr everywhere.
Sometimes there's a crossover. Like when there's a crossover with playoff baseball and Grizzlies basketball, it gets a little bit more difficult as far as scheduling. But I think this year it's going to end at the end of September there. Unfortunately,
you seem like it seems like you're going to be really busy this month, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost River, babies, Wrestle
Maria
Center.
had told me, she's like, "Hey, dude, you need to make some money," and I'm like, "All right, well, I need to book more shows," and she's like, "Well, get on it." And then we book all these shows, and now she's pregnant, and so she's like, "Why'd you book all these shows?" It does slow down just a little bit in October, November, December. Where, towards the later part of the year like this, the fundraisers, we don't do as many fundraisers because you're heading into the Christmas break or the holiday breaks and everything with Thanksgiving and Christmas. But then when you come back and start 2025, that's when you'll start seeing us back at Strayhorn and some of the others, Brighton, and some of the other fundraisers that we do. So it'll pick back up big time. We're not slowing down by any means. I'm just saying that the fundraiser season kind of starts to end as we enter
got
the
more
holiday
TV
season.
tapings. You got more Grizzlies games.
Oh,
you
yeah.
got more just things going on. Plus, it's football. There's all kinds of things going on. Tell everybody, by the way, one more time, how they get their tickets. You have a very, very busy weekend. Let them know.
Yep, MemphisWrestling.tv, man. And also anybody that's interested in becoming a sports entertainer, professional wrestler, ring announcer, commentator, manager, any kind of thing like that, go to WrestleCenter901.com. Robert Gibson is coming to the Mid-South Fair, but he's also coming to the Wrestle Center to train our Stars of Tomorrow. And then also Jonathan Gresham will be here this weekend, and he's here for 3 days next week training our Stars of Tomorrow at the Wrestle Center. So go get the information, take a look at it. If you've ever been interested or thought about doing it, now is the time to do it because the training is absolutely fantastic with WWE Hall of Famers and current television champions and superstars. So WrestleCenter901.com. And I'll see you guys on Sunday because it's going to be a ton of fun out at the Wrestle Center.
Man, Dustin, last but not least, I'm just going to ask you, have you ever shot a machine gun?
No, I have not.
Oh, man, I know you're busiest dude I know on planet Earth.
Man.
You got babies coming, but if you're
thinking
free,
about that.
I'm going to be out at Top Gun Memphis tomorrow from 11 to 1. If you swing on by, I'll get you a little package. You can go out there and shoot a machine gun. I'll get you a range safety officer, shooting lane, everything. It's only $99 for anybody who's listening who wants to join me. But Dustin, if you come out there and join me, it's free for you, brother.
That is awesome. So you could actually shoot a machine gun.
Bro, I'm better than Jack Bauer, Raymond Reddington. Like, the fact that they haven't called, the U.S. Army hadn't called me is kind of freaking me out.
You selfie it up? Like
No.
you selfie it up with the machine gun like Rambo or something?
Dude, I'm the worst at pictures. Like,
You gotta do it.
I'm gonna
Wear
start.
a
I need to start
bandana.
doing it. I get told all the time that I need to do some things like that because I'm always doing something a little buck wild.
Put a red bandana on, roll up your sleeve, and take a picture with the machine gun. You look like freaking Rambo.
Dude, actually, you know what?
That'd be awesome.
I now know what I'm wearing to work tomorrow. And again, I'll be at 2770 Witten Road at Top Gun Memphis. Man, be blessed. Have fun this weekend. And do me a favor. You better shoot me a text when that baby pops.
No, you know I will. Baby Rowan's on the way. I'll see you soon, Johnny.
See you soon, brother. That's my buddy Dustin Starr. Follow him at Dustin Starr with 2 R's on the Twitter. And go check out his wrestling. It's absolutely ridiculous. But again, don't forget to come join me at Top Gun Memphis. And I'm just talking about the machine gun package because let me tell you something. It just gets me so fired up. Like, it is a stress reliever. It is euphoric. It just makes you feel good. But also, I know there's so many people out there who've never shot a gun before. You go out there, and again, the most important thing I can stress to people out there, yes, handling a gun sometimes, especially for your first time, is kind of probably a very scary event. I was handling when I was really young, so I didn't know any better. I just was like, yeah. But Top Guns Academy is a nationally recognized academy. They have the best instructors out there. They'll make you feel comfortable. They'll teach you everything you need to know about a gun. And also, if you're in the market and you want to buy a gun, go out to 2770 Witten Road to Top Gun Memphis, $10 to rent a gun. You can rent all kinds of different guns. Figure out the right one for you before you make your purchase. Come join me tomorrow, 11 to 1, 2770 Witten Road at Top Gun Memphis. Come shoot with us back in Two
John,
Shakes.
do you want good news or bad news?
Now, if you were a woman, I would say good news. Okay. But you're a dude, so go ahead and give me the bad news.
Pittsburgh has bases. Wow. Miami just walked in a run in the bottom of the first.
You know what the good news is, though?
What's the good news? You didn't bet on it because
I came in there and actually started doing some work during that break, and I forgot to bet on it. Mm-hmm. Anybody who listened to me?
Yeah, like me.
Sorry about that. Well, that's why I had to go in there, because you were gone. I was like, somebody's got to do some work in this place.
No, everything was already set up. Nothing actually needed to be done. That's why I stepped away and went to the restroom. Don't try to throw me under the bus.
Oh, man, that's my bad. But guess what? I've got some great plays for you. I've got some also futures. I got some football information that's going to blow your mind. I think there's a sneaky great game this week that I'm going to tell you about on the other side. So don't touch that dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Want to do something you can't do anywhere else? Then join me, your buddy Johnny Radio, at Top Gun Memphis this Thursday, 11 to 1, to experience the fully automatic machine gun package for just $99. It includes 3 different machine guns, ammo, range safety officer, and a shooting range. New to shooting or just need to learn? Top Guns Academy is nationally recognized, and memberships start at just $29.95 a month. Gun rentals are only $10. Join me this Thursday at Top Gun Memphis, 2770 Witten Road.
I don't think we really need anyone else to help us tell everyone how great Central Barbecue is.
Oh, I don't think we need it either, but I just thought it might be fun to have somebody more famous than us chime in on the best barbecue in Memphis.
Well, did he talk about how Central Barbecue slow smokes its meat for 24 hours to make sure that it's perfectly tender and doesn't need a sauce?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, did he talk about how there are Central Barbecue locations all over town?
No.
Did you write his copy for him?
I didn't want to be insulting.
So what did he say?
Hi, I'm Dave Woloshin, the voice of the Memphis Tigers. I love Central Barbecue, and I vote. Does that work okay?
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Country music singer-songwriter Kylie Morgan loves her ring from Genesis Diamonds. It's a pretty simple ring with the song that I love. That's exactly what we got. And then we just celebrated the wedding band's got a fire and passion looking around in there. You definitely enjoyed when it came to choosing a ring. These the Fiance Johnny Williams of Genesis because of the reputation, the quality, the personal service, and of course, the value.
Swim no matter the season, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now, thanks to Skyrizi and Clear Skin, count me in. With Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months.
Use of allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit Skyrizi SkyRizzy.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZY to learn more.
Family Leisure is having the world's biggest spa set. It's happening right now. You can save thousands on in-stock hot tubs that are ready to be delivered. Family Leisure has spas that start at just $28.99. You know those cold plunges? You can get one for yourself starting at $39.99. Or how about swim spas? They start at $17,499. Plus, Family Leisure has set up special financing just for this event. Have you been sitting on the fence about an above-ground pool? Get off that fence and get to Family Leisure to take advantage of huge discounts on all their in-stock above-ground pools. And if you need some patio furniture, it's all priced to move out now. It's not too late to have some summer fun, courtesy of Family Leisure. But you better hurry up. The world's biggest spa sale might go on forever. Family Leisure. With and run at I-40. Family and fun come together.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by Buster's Butcher at 199 South Highland, where every cut is the right cut. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy hump day to everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. I hope I make your Thursday even better from 11 to 1. It'll be raining. Why don't you come join me at Top Gun Memphis? We're going to be shooting guns. We're going to be talking sports. And we're going to be enjoying life. And by the way, if you need to purchase a firearm, there's only one place to go. That's Top Gun Memphis. Heck, you can try and rent a gun for only $10. Test drive it. See if you actually like that bad boy. You don't have a gun? Go to Top Gun Memphis, rent a gun for $10. And the most important thing is if you don't feel comfortable with them, the best thing about Top Gun Memphis is their academy. Straight up bar none. Again, my girl Chas, you know who she is. She's a little tiny thing, scared to death of everything. Her shadow. Did you know that she won't even pump her own gas?
Really?
Scared. Won't go grocery shopping. Scared. You know why she's scared?
Why is that?
Because she thinks somebody's going to kidnap her because
The
she's
world's
so
crazy.
tiny. And the world's crazy. But you know what? Now she ain't scared because right now she's driving around with her girl Miriam. Both of them went last year when I was out there. They took the handgun permit class, only $99. Now both of them are shooting so good, I get a little bit nervous when I talk a little smack. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to feel better and if you want to feel safe, come see me tomorrow from 11 to 1. Again, I'll be at 2770 Witten Road, Top Gun Memphis. A lot of stuff going on, man. Friday night, we got a game. You're thinking to yourself, John, who is Houston playing? We're going to talk about that on Friday with Ben Bennett. But Arizona's playing Kansas State. Did you know that both teams are ranked? Kansas State right now currently 14th in the country. Arizona has gone all the way up to 20th. The game is Kansas State is at home in Manhattan. No, man. Is Manhattan Kansas State?
Yes.
Thank you. For a minute, I just doubted myself. You know why I doubted myself?
Why's that?
First edible I've eaten since Monday.
I see. Interesting.
But Noah Fafita, how good is this guy?
Hey, good player.
Could you imagine Arizona right now, all of a sudden, Jed Fish leaves, Noah Fafita get a big, big win over Kansas State on the road? I'm telling you right now, we're looking at the 12-team playoff. We're looking at all the stuff in college football. Arizona, Kansas State, Friday night. That should be a huge game. And if Arizona, who I kind of like, goes on the road and gets this dub, because I think Noah Fafita is one of the greatest things since sliced bread, I'm getting 7.5 points.
Yeah.
Talk about a feather in their cap. Now, the little youngster who is playing at Kansas State, Avery Johnson, don't look bad, does he?
Mm-mm.
He looks pretty damn good. I just don't know which defense I trust. K-State this week, they beat Tulane, who I have mad respect for last week. Arizona's taking care of business with theirs. They beat a bunch of nobodies. I think, New Mexico and a bum last week.
Yeah, I don't know who they played last week. Probably an FCS school.
FCS school. Yeah,
I like
think so.
New Mexico, though. Don't talk bad about New Mexico.
Dude, do you know that Arizona beat them 61-39?
Yeah.
That was a beat down of epic
But it's
proportion.
Bronco Mendenhall's first season, and he's got the most underrated quarterback in the country. Devin Dampier is going, if he gets in the portal next year, every school in the country is
making bank next year.
He's incredible. And he's only a sophomore.
And you heard that from Bryant Dacus, who you can listen to from 3 to 6 on Sports Time with Brett Norsworthy. But we got to time out because we got some injuries for Thursday night football. You better know about it. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
For life's spectacular moments, only a real diamond will do. At Sissy's Log Cabin, you'll discover a brilliant selection of natural diamonds, along with our promise of unmatched quality and service. The only real diamond is a natural diamond from Sissy's. Find yours when you stop by any of our 6 locations or shop online at sissyslogcabin.com. Discover the natural diamond of your dreams, only at Sissy's Log Cabin, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
Wendy's breakfast burrito has an entire breakfast in every bite. Fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, American cheese, cheese sauce, and sausage or bacon. So the first bite is like fresh American cheese, bacon. And the second bite is like fresh American cheese, bacon. And the third bite, you get the idea. The boss of breakfast burritos, gotta be Wendy's.
Participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Jenkins Floors and More invite you to their retail warehouse where they pass wholesale savings on to you. Jenkins Floors in Little Rock, Cleveland, Mississippi, and now open in Horn Lake at 2356 West Goodman Road. Specializing in flooring and carpeting, tile, plantation shutters, and blinds, Jenkins makes your life easy with a 2-week turnaround. Contractors, builders, or family projects, call 662-469-9350 for a free estimate. Owners Timmy and Rebecca Jenkins say hello to Sports 56 fans and look forward to your business.
So you need to sell your house? I have the solution. Call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill and I buy houses. Any area, as is. It's literally as simple as that. Just pick up your phone, call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill and I buy houses. Guaranteed to close in 5 days. If you need to sell your house fast, call Bill at 901-406-1101. That's Bill and I buy houses.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises. Just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it. Because you're not just taking the bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets, vegan and gluten-free options available, convenience, and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com. So whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli, locations at Ridgeway and the Parkway Center, Poplar Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and Goodman Road in Highland Branch. Jason's Deli is wholesome food and no surprises.
Admit it. When you start thinking about tastes of Memphis, you think treats, sweets. You think Dinstall's. For 122 years now. What is that, 5 generations? When people wanted something to bring to a party that will just make everybody happy, they bring out Dinstall's. 122 years of cashew crunch, of heavenly hash, of turtlettes, of their award-winning fudge. That's worldwide. It's known that well. Then there's the milk chocolate. It all starts there. There's the double-dip peanuts. And then every fall, those famous chocolate-covered strawberries with that fondant. And they won't tell you what's in the fondant, but it makes it oh so special. And easy to get to. 5 locations. There's where they make the candies in Pleasant View. There's Germantown. There's Collierville. There's even one downtown. And in my neck of the woods in Laurelwood. You know what? 122 years made in Memphis and enjoyed by the whole world. Dinstall's.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studios, we are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis.
That is one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. Happy hump day, dadgummit. Like, happy hump day. I am in such a great mood. We don't have any NFL football, but I'm so happy that I didn't listen to my own advice and got busy and have...
I'm not happy.
I'm so sorry. You know what? I'm going to make it up to you.
Okay, you better.
Like, what'd you put, $10 on it?
I put $12 on it. That's more than I usually bet on a game.
I'll give you $12, bro.
Do you know why? Here's the thing, and it's like the only OCD quality I have about myself. If I get on my sports book, right, and let's just say, like I'll use today as an example, I had like $92.06 in my, like on my balance, right? So usually I put like $10 on a game. I do not bet a lot of money, or like $5 or $10.
I know, because I know what you make.
Thank you. So you understand. But if it's not at a round number, which my round numbers are 5 or 10, I have to get it to a round number. So like today when I went to make that bet, I had $92.06. Let's just say, I don't know if that's exactly what I had. I had to bet $12.06 to get that to $80 because I don't like all those odd numbers in there.
Speaking of numbers, you know what they say if you learn about 369, you know what that is? You'll know. Yeah, it is a song. But it's also like Nicholas Tesla said, learn the powers of 369, and boy, let me tell you something. I learned the power of 6'9" a long time ago, though I don't know about the 3 part. Now, we have so much to get to today. I am, like I said, I am in such a good mood. We have Thursday night football, which I think is going to be very, very excited. If you haven't been paying attention to who's playing, this is one of those games where it's Buffalo, it's Miami, it's in Miami. The Buffalo Bills, of course, they don't have Diggs. A lot of changes on the defense. They still have the big bad boy named Josh Allen. You know, Tua finally got his bag. That team looks a lot better. Everybody loves Mike McDaniel, do they not? Mm-hmm. Like he's just that guy for some reason. He's so quirky, odd, and funny. But he delivers everything and is just so openly honest that if you don't like him, I almost feel like you just don't like people who are honest and you love liars. And I mean, it's hard not to like him. But right now we have an early line out, which is -2.5. So Miami is favored by 2.5. Did you see the news? What happened today? You know who's out for the Fins?
Achane.
And Raheem Mostert. Raheem Mostert is out for the game. Like, it is 100%. They say now that Achane is going to be a game-time decision. It ain't, like, at least the way from what I have been reading and looking on the X at a couple of the beat writers down there, they don't feel very confident that Achane is going to be able to go. So you're thinking to yourself, well, damn, maybe I better jump all over the Buffalo Bills, man. Did you see James Cook been running that joint?
Mm-hmm.
Out of his mind, right?
Yep.
But let's not forget, do you know who is also on the Miami Dolphins roster at running back?
I don't know.
My man from Tennessee. Jalen Wright, bro.
That's right.
He is I mean, if that's the guy who's going to come fill in, you don't feel comfortable that he can go in there and take care of business? I know I do. Jeff Wilson's also there. I think he's been in the league for a while. He's one of those just Passover guys. But, man, I think Jalen Wright, and this is also a fantasy thing I'm looking at. Like, if you have injuries at your running back situation, like I know people who have Christian McCaffrey, I think Jalen Wright is the pickup. Like, because I feel like this Buffalo Bills defense, you got to worry about all the speed on the outside. Tua's doing his thing. Jalen Wright might be one of those fills that gets you a W this week because I love him. And plus, I actually think he's going to get an anytime touchdown. Guess what?
Wow.
The number is crazy right now.
I bet it is.
Crazy. So remember our boy Tennessee Jalen right now. I also have to talk about the Miami Dolphins, and I'm sure this is going to make my buddy very uncomfortable because you don't like me when I talk about anything that's kind of real. But I have to say this morning and also Sunday, and again, I've had situations, and I'm bringing up the Tyreek Hill situation. If you haven't paid attention, Tyreek Hill was speeding. He got pulled over. And let's just be honest, Tyreek Hill was an a-hole. He did not show the officer any respect. He didn't have his hands at 10 and 2. And I hope there's some kids out there listening to me. When you get pulled over, you keep your hands, you roll your window down, you pull out your license, and you keep your hands on the steering wheel at 10 and 2. Again, you have no idea what these officers deal with on a daily basis. And I bring this up to say because I feel like the NFL and especially the Miami Dolphins have completely missed the bag. Tyreek Hill might be a great football player, but don't act like he's not an a-hole. This is a dude who punched his pregnant girlfriend so hard in the stomach and choked her out that he almost went to jail and was kicked off his football team. This is also the same dude who broke his 3-year-old son's arm. This is also the dude who has 6 kids by 6 different women. And this is also the dude who has had now 6 run-ins with the police, and they're never good. What is the problem with Tyreek Hill? It's simple. It's called respect. I know he's one of the great football players. We love watching him on Sunday. And I'm going to sit there and say, did the cops handle the situation extremely well? No. Neither de-escalated. But there was no reason for there even to be an escalation, period, because we have a problem with just being very simple-minded people and just show respect to authority. Dacus, if you're, what do they call the resource officers? You're smoking a joint in your car and he comes knocks on the window. And you tell him to basically bleep off and don't be knocking on my window, bro. Just go do your job, bro. No. And then you roll up the window on him and you don't even listen. I mean, he's just trying to do his job. You were the one who was speeding. He's going to give you a ticket. Just let the process, play out. They pulled you out of the car because you were being a jerk. And let me just tell you something. Somebody who was acting like that, and I'm not a police officer, but I'd be a little bit concerned too and wondering like, bro, why is he so hostile towards me? Like, why won't he listen to any command I am trying to give him? People of authority they should never abuse their powers. I am not sitting here saying that one side's wrong. I'm just saying, why are we treating this as I watched the NFL Network and wanted to vomit yesterday? And when I watch the NFL Network, usually I got the biggest smile on my face because Laura Rutledge is fine. Like, fine. But Laura Rutledge and the stupid guests they brought on are just wrong. That wasn't a race thing. He wasn't treated the way he was because he was black. He was treated by a person of authority the way he was because he was an a-hole. And I'm going to tell you from my own experience, I'm so glad I grew up. Do you know that I was hogtied by the police officers?
John, based on everything I know about you, checks out.
Me and my boy Drew Davis, we were young and stupid and we were disrespectful and we were downtown and we were about to get into an altercation with another group of gentlemen.
Again, checks out.
On Beale Street, there are officers. And these officers walk up and you know what they said to do? Just walk away, Holmes.
Yeah.
They said just walk away. Do you know what my dumb self did?
You didn't walk away.
No, I told him, you can't tell me what to do.
Even better.
F you. I said stupid things, and you know where I found myself? Chest first on nasty Beale Street. Handcuffs behind my back. My feet were handcuffed. They hogtied me, and they carried me like I was a dead piece of, a hog, and threw me in the back of a cop car, took me to 201, and you know what? I deserved every single bit of what I got because all I had to do was show respect.
John, I don't mean to make light of this situation because that does sound like a terrifying experience, but I would love to see that video of you being carried out by the police.
It wasn't just me. Drew was with me too. We were both hog
Well,
tied.
I don't know Drew. I would like to see
R.I.P. Drew.
all of it. Oh my gosh, yes, R.I.P. I would love to see a video though of you being carried off Beale Street.
The thing that I don't want to, the thing that I'm grateful for is there is not a video because I was 100% wrong.
Sure.
And that's all I'm saying is, and I would love to hear what you think about this at 901-360-8255. That's 901-360-8255. Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line. And I know life is too short for ordinary jewelry, but life's too short to be an idiot. I'm lucky that I grew up. And believe me, it took me a long time. And I had actually 2 run-ins with the police.
So you didn't learn your lesson the first time?
No, because I'm an idiot. First time I got hog-tied down on Beale Street. Second time, I made a smart aleck comment. Very, very smart aleck comment. And they didn't arrest me, thank goodness. But I will tell you, they did take me around the street and let me know that they didn't appreciate what I said. And again, I'm not saying that the officers in the video did anything to de-escalate the situation. What I'm just saying is the situation was escalated because for some reason we don't care about authority anymore. Just show respect. Treat everybody kind. In these type of situations, just because you have a $20 million and drive a $250,000 car doesn't make it legal for you to speed and tell everybody else what the bleep to do. Just because you play football on Sundays doesn't mean you're better than everybody else. And for the people who are out there saying, could you imagine if they do this to Tyreek Hill, what they do to other people? I think you're missing it. And again, I bring this up because this morning, about 9:40 this morning, I looked outside my door and 4 cop cars and 2 fire trucks come barreling down my road. Do you know why?
Why?
Because they were called because there was a domestic disturbance, and luckily they got there when they did. And again, I'm going to remind you, when you're in trouble and when you're hurt, you're going to call them. When you do something wrong and you speed, you might get pulled over by them. Just show them simple respect. And for the NFL to take this and blow this out and make this a racial issue, I think it just doesn't do anything good for our country. And I just think it's straight BS. And I'd like to know what you think at 901-360-8255. That's my piece. Now, I'll also tell you, though, I was free. This is the other thing about this. Sunday morning, Tyreek Hill's on my fantasy football team. So do you know what I was saying?
You're like, oh no. You're watching NFL Countdown. You're like, oh no, is he gonna play? You see his agent all sweaty coming on the screen.
Rosen, man, dude. But I also 100% immediately cast dispersions on the officers. 100%.
Of course.
And let me just tell you something. After seeing the video, seeing the people, the way they talk about it, people said that the release of the body cam footage makes it so much worse. I don't know what the hell you're thinking. Like, do me a favor, bro. You get pulled over today. You talk to a cop like that. I'm telling you, you're going to end up the exact same damn place. Just show people respect. Now, back to some football, baby, because we got some good stuff going on in the world. NFL action. Is Tennessee going to get torched? Or are the Jets going to actually wake the bleep up? Does Robert Saleh know what the hell he's doing? Because I know Nathaniel Hackett can't coach offense, but they just so excited that they got Aaron Rodgers. They figured, we replace Aaron Rodgers with Zach Wilson. Bring in Aaron Rodgers. It's going to make everything better. Well, it hasn't. You saw how they looked against the 49ers. Did you see motion? Did you see them run plays that got wide receivers wide open? Never did it. I saw Brock Purdy because Kyle Shanahan schemes the hell out of people, throwing to windows that there was 8 feet, 4 on each side. NFL quarterbacks, even with weak little arms like Brock Purdy, are going to hit that. And Aaron Rodgers throws the ball better. He's a more talented individual. But the windows Aaron Rodgers was throwing into were like 6 inches. Now they play Tennessee, and I'm going to be there. And I'm telling you, I don't know what to do because after watching Will Levis, I wanted to vomit last week. Like, how do you come up you're up 17-0, and Caleb Williams was the worst quarterback on Sunday until Will Levis went stupid. And now you got Jets Titans. Jets are only a 3.5-point favorite. Feels like they're trying to give a little bit of money. Because you got to think to yourself, oh, it was the first game, man. Jets are going to get it together. They played the best team in the NFC last year. That's maybe why they look pedestrian. I don't think that's why they look pedestrian. I think it all has to do with the coaching staff. But the Titans, the way that Will Levis played down the stretch it's mind-blowing to me. I think the best play, by the way, is under the 40.5 because I think it's going to be a rock fight. And I'm kind of curious, man. Aaron Rodgers, who threw 2 passes to wide receivers, didn't push anything down the field. And let's also be real. Aaron Rodgers, bruh, he can't move in the pocket anymore. Did you notice how it felt like? Did he ever move farther than 4 feet?
Mm-mm.
Sure doesn't look like the spry guy that was hanging out with Danica Patrick, does it?
No, not at all.
So, I don't know. And then, of course, I mean, by the way, and also this is the other big one. And Will Levis, my buddy Charlie, he also got screwed by Will Levis. Will Levis screwed up my parlay, man. I had Tennessee money line. Remember that was my big weekend play?
That's right, yeah.
You know how good I felt when it was 17-0?
Oh, I bet you felt amazing.
Thought it was over, bro. Started watching other games. And then there was a news break. Woo! And they showed the underhand little toss and pick 6. And I'm like, I can't believe I'm seeing these things. But this leads me into the craziest thing that I saw today. And it has nothing to do with the National Football League. But it has to do with paying players. So, did you by any chance hear, you know how they're putting those sticker helmets?
Uh-huh.
You do know what I'm talking about? They're not sticker helmets. What are they called?
QR code.
QR code.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oklahoma State tried to do it.
And you know that a couple other teams have tried to do it.
Okay. I just know Oklahoma State was going to do it at the beginning of the year, and the NCAA said they couldn't.
Well, we've had a couple quarterbacks who come out there and sound like a bunch of little babies saying that they cannot believe that they've got a bunch of Venmo requests, and I am talking about Peyton Thorne.
Yeah.
So, the QR code is on the side of Auburn's helmets. Do you know why they're there?
I guess it's easier to get than on the back that Oklahoma State was trying to do.
Well, they got it on the back of it, but that means that you can go and immediately QR code from your television while you're watching the game, and you can send them money via Venmo.
Interesting.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
That's what the QR code's there for.
Interesting.
To send them Venmo.
Interesting.
Well, guess what? Peyton Thorne was whining this week. And you talk about Will Levis screwing my parlay? That was on Sunday. Peyton Thorne screwed my whole life on Saturday. Luckily, I was in Oxford partying like a rock star because I thought Auburn was going to kill him. He threw 4 interceptions in one damn football game. And now he's saying, which is so Peyton Thorne, I just want to smack him in the face. And that's not being respectful, and I'm trying to be as just respectful as I can. But remember, Hayden's gets ratings. Peyton Thorne is whining now because he says numerous of fans, he said nobody sent him any money on Venmo. Shocker, you threw 4 interceptions, you moron. But he says that he got a ton of requests, like 300 requests for him to get paid because he screwed them out of their parlay. Well, I don't know if you know this. You did screw everybody out of a parlay. And I feel bad, like your little Venmo account, you look at it, and you have all these people requesting their money back because you're terrible. But then Peyton Thorne comes out and goes, I had a great first game. And I don't, when I win, I didn't see anybody
That's
really
right.
send me any money.
Yeah, John, who did they beat?
I can't even remember.
Alabama A&M. No disrespect to Alabama A&M. No disrespect to them. Shout out, but big difference there.
I think that's one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my entire life. And again, now guess what's going on?
What's that? They're taking all the QR codes off the helmets.
Now you have the NCAA actually looking into this situation to see if this is a good or a bad idea.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not a good idea.
You know what?
I'm shocked.
I don't think it matters. Like, 'cause
to
I don't know if you
Venmo.
know this. Yeah, no, well, that's the one. They probably have a rights deal or something.
Interesting. I figured it would just take you to like the NIL page where you
No,
can
it
donate
takes you straight to
NIL
the
funds.
individual's Venmo account. This is according to. Let's see.
Or like
what
their open
website am
doors
I
or something.
on?
Something better than just Venmo.
This is Sports Illustrated. Damn, they still got a damn website, huh?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they certainly.
I
do.
miss the old swimsuit editions, bro.
They still make them.
Yeah, but they're not like.
They're just not the same.
I
They
miss
don't hit the
actually
same.
like reading the actual newspaper.
Oh, I love reading a good newspaper.
I miss those long. Back in the day, I don't know if you know this. They used to have centerfolds, and they'd have a 3-prong thing that would fold all the way out.
Yeah.
You think it looks the same on your little bitty phone as it
No.
did on that huge page? No, I'm a page guy.
I agree.
How did I get onto this?
I have a couple of newspapers hanging up in my room.
Really?
Yeah, framed.
What are they about?
Elvis. When he died.
Oh man, dude, what a terrible way to go.
Yeah, well, guess you got to go some way.
Is the lesson that you should never have shag carpet in your bathroom?
I think the lesson is don't do drugs.
That's another good lesson. That is another good lesson. Thank you so much, Bryant Dacus. Now listen to me, people. I got something for you that's very, very serious. If you need to sell your house, I know like the markets are crazy right now. Things are difficult. Well, I have the solution for you. All you have to do is call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. That's my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Any house, any area, as is. It's as simple as that. 901-406-1101. Call Bill at I Buy Houses. Bing, bang, boom. I just sold your house, and dadgummit is guaranteed to close in 5 days. You'll have your money so fast. You'll have your money before next Thursday night's football game. Pick up the phone. Make the call. 901-406-1101. That's my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Again, don't forget, tomorrow, 11 to 1, I'm going to be out at Top Gun Memphis, 2770 Witten Road. If you want to shoot machine guns with me, because that's what I'm doing, come and join me. Only $99. If you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I need to get a gun, but I don't know what gun I want, go out there, rent their guns. They're only $10. Go out there and shoot them, figure out which one it is before you make that purchase. If you're scared of guns and want to feel comfortable, I'm telling you, Top Guns Academy is the only place I would trust my kids, my girl, and my friends to go. They're nationally recognized, and plus they have memberships that start at only $29.95 a month. Top Gun Memphis. Come shoot with us. Back in 2 shakes. Hardwood's on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to real sports talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Looking for sports in all the wrong places? Try the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square. Fun, friendly, exciting, and comfortable with wall-to-wall TVs for all your favorite games, 24 taps for all your favorite beers, including NA and local craft beers, and an in-front-of-the-wall full bar for all your other favorite beverages, including a full wine list. And in an upscale menu, patio seating, daily specials, and events, and you found all your sports in the one right place. The Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square, Highway 70.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus in Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
I don't think we really need anyone else to help us tell everyone how great Central Barbecue is.
Oh, I don't think we need it either, but I just thought it might be fun to have somebody more famous than us chime in on the best barbecue in Memphis.
Well, did he talk about how Central Barbecue slow smokes its meat for 24 hours to make sure that it's perfectly tender and doesn't need a sauce?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, did he talk about how there are Central Barbecue locations all over town?
No.
Did you write his copy for him?
I didn't want to be insulting.
So what did he say?
Hi, I'm Dave Woloshin, the voice of the Memphis Tigers. I love Central Barbecue, and I vote. Does that work okay?
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises. Just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it. Because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special guides, vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com. So whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Parkplace Center, Upper Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and Goodman Road in Highland Branch. Jason's Deli is wholesome food and no surprises. Ole Miss Rebel Yell is back. The Rebel Yell Hotline Radio Show is back on WHBQ Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Every Monday night at 6, hear the latest news on your Ole Miss Rebels with Yancey Porter with 24/7 Sports. Former Ole Miss defensive tackle Mike Fitzsimmons, Gordon Ford covering SEC Sports Call, and former Ole Miss baseball announcer Gary Darby. From kickoff to free throw to extra innings, your Ole Miss Sports on the Rebel Yell Hotline Show. Right here Monday night at 6 on Sports 56, 560 AM and 98.5 FM. Your Mid-South Sports Station.
4.9, we have V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, and I got to tell you, I appreciate everybody out there who's hit me up at the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line. My buddy Jeff also called in. I will have a little bit of time for you. You, I believe, have my number, Jeff. Hit me up after the show, or maybe we'll catch this up tomorrow. But you can always hit up 901-360-8255 with your opinion. A lot of people's opinions are coming in. Vastly different opinions, but that's just the way we are, vastly different people. But I appreciate you listening and giving me my time and also giving me a little bit of feedback. I'd like to remind you tomorrow I'm going to be at 2770 Witten Road. I am excited. That's Top Gun Memphis. My good buddy Jay, who we call UTJ because he loves his Vols. And, man, I don't blame him for loving his Vols because Nico is the truth. That defensive front seven is as good as anybody's in the country, and I know he's feeling good. But he's going to feel so good when everybody comes out there 11-1, joins me, and tries the fully automatic machine gun package. That's only $99. You get to choose from 3 different machine guns. You get your ammo. You get a range safety officer. You get a shooting lane. You get targets. Bam! And let me tell you something. It is fun. If you think you're Jack Bauer or Rambo, or, man, I'm trying to think, who's somebody else that was just like a dope shot? I
don't know.
Like, who's that great sniper that Bradley Cooper played in a movie?
I don't know.
You never saw that movie?
Mm-mm.
I think it was Bradley Cooper. 901-360-8255, 901-360-8255.
Does
He's like
Val
the greatest.
Kilmer and Tombstone count?
Val Kilmer and Tombstone does count, and he was that was
oh man,
Valentine.
No,
Holiday. Doc Holliday.
That's exactly who it was. Yeah.
Man, I guess I went Valentine first because I always think that's the only fake holiday in the entire year.
I guess so.
But anyway, I was talking about Top Gun Memphis. Come join me tomorrow, 2770 Witten Road again. Memberships are only $29.95 a month. They have $10 gun rentals. They have guns for you to buy, and they will make you feel comfortable. Their academy is bar none one of the best in the nation. It's nationally recognized. It's definitely the best here in Memphis. If you want to feel comfortable, come join me tomorrow at 2770 Witten Road. Come shoot with us at Top Gun Memphis. Now, I got to bring up, because we've been talking a lot. I've been talking about like what I want to personally, because that's what I get to do. I'm very lucky. But
It's your show.
It is my show. But I just need all y'all to listen, and I appreciate it. But I got to tell you right now, there's a new coach out there who is now my favorite coach in the history of the world. I know it's early, but damn it, I fall in love hard and fast. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Fran Brown from Syracuse. I can tell you right now, if I was a young fella, that's who I would want to go play for, even though it's Syracuse. He just has an energy. I mean, Northern Illinois' coach, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I love that guy too. You know, when they beat Notre Dame, the emotion that he showed, how much he loves his players. Like, I love men that have passion. That's one of the reasons I love Dan Campbell in the NFL. But I don't know if anybody takes the cake quite as much as Fran Brown. And it's not the fact that he just has so much passion. He cares about his kid. He wants to win. He's also a full-grown ass man.
Chris Kyle, an American Sniper.
Thank you.
Thanks for the text.
Chris Kyle, that's right, dude. He's like the best American sniper of all time.
I wanted to see the movie. I never got around to it.
Damn good movie, bro.
Yeah, I've heard.
Damn good movie. Thank you again, Texter. By the way, all y'all that listen, I love y'all, even when you don't agree with me. But what was I talking about?
You were talking about coaches.
Coaches.
You
Oh,
have
yeah,
a
my boy
sound
Fran
you
Brown.
play, yep.
So, Fran, again, when Syracuse was playing Georgia Tech, I'm like, only thing that I was really thinking was like, Kyle McCord has been pretty good. He was good at Ohio State. They didn't think he was good enough. They let him go. They got rid of him. They were replacing him. He goes to Syracuse right now. Kyle McCord looks like an NFL dude. But you know who basically said he was an NFL dude before he actually started looking like one? Fran Brown. Do you know who basically said to anybody else who wants to talk ish about his program, bring it, because he's going to talk all kinds of smack about you. Tell me this doesn't fire you up. This is the head coach for Syracuse, and I know you think Jim Boeheim in basketball. I think my favorite coach ever out of Syracuse is now Fred Brown. Play it.
Ball right there. I mean, anytime you get the ball on fourth down when you're going for it, and then you're able to stop him, because when he's going for it, he's saying, I'm tougher than you. I'm about to go for it. And then I'm saying, when we go for it, we're tougher than you. And who won the most fourth down this day? We did, yeah, because he said he wanted to fight from 2 out of 4. So that's all I was thinking about from 2 out of 4. That's why I was and you know me. So it's a big difference. When you know who I am and you come at me about toughness, like, don't do that. I took this game was very personable. And then you know that I coach with Kirby Smart and Muschamp. So why would we not be a tough physical football team? That's just what they do, and that's what I'll be about, and that's where I was at. And I did take that very personal. And I want to make sure everyone understands that when you play us, just be quiet. So then that way we're just going to go worry about us throughout the week. Don't give no ammo to me. If you give ammo to me, I'm coming forward.
Wow. Syracuse got some juice.
Dude. I mean, I'm ready to go to a street fight with this guy.
Yeah, honestly.
And they also, like, if you continue through his press conference stuff, how he talks about how he's going to send Ryan Day, thank you for getting rid of Kyle McCord. I like that. Listen, when you go to battle on Sundays and Saturdays and Friday nights and Thursday nights, when you go to battle with a bunch of other dudes, you want a leader who's going to lead you in there and have your back. Fran Brown is that dude. Now, I also got to remind you, you got a nice house. Could you make it a little bit better? I bet you could. If you call my friends or reach out or just go to myautomaticgates.com, you are going to learn a little bit of something about how you can just make your house look absolutely beautiful. My Automatic Gates Construction is locally owned. They've been in business for over 40 years. And they don't just bring out something prefab. They custom tailor your gate solution for every single different residential house or every single different industrial or commercial property. They make it look perfect. They do stonework. They do all the welding. They put them up. They get everything geared up, bing, bang, boom. When it's done, all you have to do is go out there and look and say, oh, it's beautiful. And then they give you a little button, and you just push the button, the gates work and all that. Oh, man, I'm telling you, I love it. I got me a beautiful automatic gate construction. I got it last August. I have loved it. I have never had a problem except for one thing. The first time I ever had a problem was the day they put it up. I'd kind of forgot I had a 2-pound Chihuahua named Chloe, and that she can sneak through the gate. If we go out in the backyard, that would not be good. You know what I mean? Not good at all. I called them up. The next day they came back out there, and they put these little beautiful little bars and welded them in so she can't escape. Did it right there in one day. Again, if you want something, and again, they do the installation. They customize everything. They do the repairs. They do the maintenance. But Automatic Gates Constructions not only specializes in designing and installing automatic gates and fencing, it seamlessly blends security and aesthetic appeal. So go to myautomaticgates.com. Let's go to Hardinwood.
This is Access Hardinwood.
Woo-wee. Dwight Howard, do you know who he is?
Of course.
He's definitely a different character, right?
For sure.
So did you know that he hasn't retired, right?
Right. He's been playing overseas. No. I was about to say him and DeAndre Williams were teammates, but that was Boogie. Him and Boogie were teammates. Yeah, he's playing overseas, though. I do know that.
He is playing overseas. He says
begs every team to sign him.
Every single team. Yeah. But now here's something that's so fascinating. So Dwight Howard started feeling a little blue because he said, my knees feel good. He said, my body feels good. He says, I feel like I can go play in the NBA right now, but I'm not getting that call. So guess who he happened to run into?
Who's that?
Ric Flair.
How about that?
Do you remember when he did the WWE thing?
Uh-huh.
So he said to Ric Flair, he said, you know what? If I can't get back in the NBA, I think I should join WWE.
Why not? Why was this not a story with Dustin?
Because it's a Hardinwood story.
Of course.
Because Ric Flair smartly said, bruh, you don't want none of that.
Oh, rats.
You don't want none of that. Your knees feel good today. He goes, come and join the WWE. He says, you won't be doing the waltz. You won't be doing the tango. You won't be dancing, son. You're tall, big. You know what is going to end up being extremely sore. So I think it's kind of interesting that Dwight Howard actually said he agrees and that he's going to continue to try to live his dream and get back to the NBA. Is he more blackballed because he's...
Next story, John.
What are the pronouns?
I don't know.
He's a them?
I don't know.
Paige Spreenet. You know how much I love her, don't you?
Uh-huh.
She just put out another instructional video for all you golf fans. She reveals how you're supposed to properly use a driving range. Did you know that there's a proper way to go to your Top Golf? Because I know you love to go to Top Golf.
I do.
You probably use it wrong.
You're probably right.
Yep. But Paige, if you go, she's got the beginner's guide to starting golf, practicing on the driving range for the first time, and how to become the best version of you.
Wow, how about that?
All while doing it in this, bro. Pink. I'm talking about a tennis skirt that is so short. I just can't stop looking at this page. She looks so good. And I have to say, I agree. Do you technically know how to use a driving range?
No, I don't, actually.
Are you actually any good at golf?
No, I'm not.
I'm not either. I think I want to go to the golf range, though, now. Now, I talked to you earlier about why can't we all just get along? Did you know Brittany Mahomes likes Donald Trump?
Okay.
Did you know that Taylor Swift loves Kamala Harris?
Okay.
So guess what? They're on opposite sides of the political situation.
But they're besties.
But they're buddies.
Yeah.
That's how we all should be, right?
That's right.
That's how we should all be. I can't believe I'm saying I'm proud of you, Taylor. I'm proud of you.
Wow.
Both of you all doing things. But this is what
Who
I'm
thought
not.
you'd be proud of Taylor Swift? Not
Man,
me.
because the fact that you can disagree with somebody and still be friends, I have mad respect for that.
Sure.
I disagree with people all the time. I hope they don't hate me for it. I don't hate them because we don't agree.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry. I think Taylor Swift is a 6. Travis Kelce thinks she's a 10. I think she's more of like a 5.5. Point, though, is there was a point here. Oh, yeah, Elon Musk. The point is Taylor Swift, she supported her candidate, right? That's cool for her. Brittany Mahomes supported her candidate. Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce, they doing their own thing. These people hang out all the time, and guess what? One likes the other, and one likes the other. Elon Musk, though, let me just tell you something. He sent out a tweet that is just so weird that I don't even know what I'm thinking about when I saw this. Did you catch it at all? Did you see it?
No, I missed it.
I'm a big fan of edibles. Smoking a little reefer. Big fan. Love Tito's. I like to feel good and have a good time. But you know what I know not to do after I have a couple drinks and smoke a big joint?
Tweet.
You don't see me doing it. You don't. Elon Musk shouldn't have done this because Elon Musk went out there and put out that he was going... if he wants to make Taylor feel better, he said he'll go ahead and impregnate her and take care of their children and all their cats. And I'm thinking to myself, hold up. What? Like, this guy's supposed to get us to Mars? I now feel like he's also supposed to get the astronauts who are
As I said,
stuck.
there's poor people that he's supposed to be getting back.
Like, we need you, bro. Like, we need you not to screw this up.
That's right.
Like, I think those poor astronauts are in some deep trouble, man. One, they're gonna miss the whole football season, and then Elon Musk is down here tripping on acid so hard that he's talking about impregnating Taylor Swift. Here's the exact tweet.
Crazy.
Fine, Taylor. ... And this is, of course, he quote tweeted Taylor Swift because she endorsed Kamala Harris, whatever. Fine, Taylor. You win. I will give you a child and guard your cats with my life. Bro, that's kind of creepy.
That is kind of creepy.
That's just so weird. And what's the childless cat lady thing? Is that the whole J.D. Vance thing?
I don't know.
I think I got his name right.
I don't know enough about the political insults to know any of this.
I just know some of them that when I look on my ex are a little bit strong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're in one of those seasons where there's a lot of things on Twitter. I'll be scrolling through and I'll see something and something will catch my eye and I'll go, yeah, I just need to scroll past
Like,
that.
Elon, do me a favor, bro.
I don't really care.
Boeing is so pathetic that they can't get the astronauts down.
Which is still a wild story.
They have to get a SpaceX rocket to get our astronauts, or you know what's going to happen? They're going to be drinking. They already have to drink their urine until February. You remember this story,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Like, how terrible is that? So, I don't know if you know, I use a pure water filter.
Sure.
I use tap water.
They need one of those pure water filters.
I would never pee in that sucker and then drink it. And they are going to be there till February. Elon, get our astronauts down and leave Taylor Swift alone. Leave me to pick on her. Because I ain't getting nobody down from the astronaut joint. Now, there is one thing I'm definitely going to be able to do. I'm going to make sure that when the astronauts get down to Earth that we can actually make them feel a little bit better about their life. We're going to take them on a shopping spree to Frontier Western Store at 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch. Why? They have the largest boot showroom in the world. What feels better than new kicks? Did you notice I have 3 new pair of kicks I've been kind of rocking the last couple days?
Wow.
Oh, so you don't notice what I look like? Thanks, dude.
I notice what you look like. I just don't look at your shoes. I'm sorry.
All right, whatever. My kicks look great. If you want the best kicks in the world, if you want Western boots, work boots, dress boots, you name it, they got it. Cole Haan, they got Hey Dude, Frontier Western Store. Plus, they have more jeans than anybody. It's going to be raining tomorrow. It's going to be raining all week. It's kind of going to start getting cold, y'all. Like, we got trick-or-treating coming up. We got a little turkey, a little Thanksgiving action. You got Christmas, New Year's. You're going to need some good jeans. They have literally every type of jean from Ariat all the way to Wrangler. I like the Buckle jeans just personally, to tell you the truth. Buckle's my brand. I get them at Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch. If you can't make it, you can shop online at frontierwesternstore.com. On the other side, we got to make a little bit of money on a hump day, and dadgummit, I better be right because I've already lost Dacus $12.
Sure have.
Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Hungry for that delicious smash burger flavor? Dyer's Cafe is the original smash burger since 1912 and still smashing burgers in Collier's historic town square. Come out for their lunch specials Monday through Friday 11 to 2. Ask about their world-famous split dog and authentic Chicago or New York dog. Try the leaner side of Dyer's with a grilled chicken sandwich or freshly made salad. Also serving Lake's Delta-raised catfish, Pasquale's tamales, and a customer favorite hand-breaded onion rings. Dyer's, serving world-famous burgers, dogs, and shakes in Collier's historic town square.
I felt like we were really lucky to have a place like Genesis. There are several jewelry stores, I know, but I don't think any of them can match up to Genesis.
Meet Beth Gear, another thrilled Genesis Diamonds customer.
Yeah, the whole experience was wonderful. I felt really super comfortable, and I felt confident that we were getting the best deal for the money, too.
But for Beth, it was more than just getting a great price.
I'd say the value was extraordinary. Even if the price had been slightly more, I think we would have still chosen Genesis just because we felt that there was a personal connect. We felt like they really wanted us to be happy.
Genesis Diamonds, where you and your budget are respected from the minute you walk in.
No matter what your budget is, Genesis will work with you. They never make you feel uncomfortable if you don't have the biggest budget. They are very respectful of our budget and need to stay within it.
Discover the Genesis difference, where we will be proud to show up.
We always tell people to have a Genesis because I want them to have the same thing.
Genesis Diamonds, Memphis' direct diamond and wood, and Poplar and Perkins Extended.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas, loves expanding your business, evolving your passions. We push what technology can do. So great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
Family Leisure is having the world's biggest spa set. It's happening right now. You can save thousands on in-stock hot tubs that are ready to be delivered. Family Leisure has spas that start at just $28.99. You know those cold plunges? You can get one for yourself starting at $39.99. Or how about swim spas? They start at $17,499. Plus, Family Leisure has set up special financing just for this event. Have you been sitting on the fence about an above-ground pool? Get off that fence and get to Family Leisure to take advantage of huge discounts on all their in-stock above-ground pools. And if you need some patio furniture, it's all priced to move out now. It's not too late to have some summer fun, courtesy of Family Leisure. But you better hurry up. The world's biggest spa set might go on forever. Family Leisure. Witten Road at I-40. Family and fun come together.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Wednesday. Tomorrow, though, is going to even be better because I'm going to be out at Top Gun Memphis, 2770 Witten Road, 11 to 1. You better come join me. We're going to be shooting machine guns. I'm going to be shooting guns. I'm going to be shooting this, that, and the other. My girl's going to join us. My buddy Robert's going to be there. Hopefully, Dustin Starr show up. I might even pull up with a red bandana and try to do my best Rambo impersonation. Again, 2770 Witten Road. Come shoot with us at Top Gun Memphis. Memberships are only $29.95 a month. They got gun riddles for $10, and they have the premier academy to help teach you things. Again, they had handgun permit classes for just $99. Come see me tomorrow. One other thing I got to get on is I do have a bet for you. And
You should.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm back in the Dean because I got respect for my people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking Dean Kramer. I'm going with the Orioles. They're a half a game back of the Yankees right now. They need this game. I know the Red Sox would love to beat them, and they're a scrappy little team. But I think they hate the Yankees even more. And right now they're basically looking to Ermutz and waiting for October.
Wow, so the Red Sox going to throw the game tonight because they hate the Yankees.
Throw in the game for me. The Dean's on the bump. We going with the O's. And right now you can get it plus 120. Did you know that?
Did not know that.
Yeah, I like that. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention. I want the NFL to shut up. Like, shut the bleep up. You got 21 million viewers per game. Did you know that? Per game in week 1. 21 million viewers. You have the best product on planet Earth. Football is awesome. I don't need you dipping your toe in anything that's going to divide anybody. And I'm bringing this up because of the Tyreek Hill situation, because the NFL and the Dolphins are saying this cop needs to be fired. But they won't come out and say, well, damn, Tyreek, 10-2, and say yes, sir, and no, sir. The other thing I want to say is, you really going to trust the NFL as your moral compass? Do you know that Deshaun Watson is playing football, has been sued by 22 women for sexual assault? But this is the same damn league that kicked out Josh Gordon, would never let him play again for smoking weed. Bro, they stick their thumb in the air, and which way the wind is blowing, they just try to kiss everybody's butt. Do me a favor. Don't stick your thumb in the air, NFL. Just play damn football. Am I crazy for that?
I don't think so.
I just don't need the moral high ground to be the National Football League. I need y'all to do me a favor, though. Make sure that you start telling the truth on your injury reports. NFL has released a lot of injury reports. We know that Christian McCaffrey, we didn't hear about that, but there are situations where on Thursday night, Raheem Mostert is not going to play. Devin Achane will be a game-time decision. So, if you got a little hole, you better go pick up Jalen Wright right now on your fantasy football team. And plus, I love Baltimore today against Boston. I love over 49 tomorrow when it comes to the Dolphins and the Bills. Let's go ahead and hook up Baltimore, back the Dean, and let's take the over and a Jalen Wright anytime touchdown, because, damn it, don't everything feel pretty good in Tennessee? Now, if I were you also, if you think to yourself about the Braves or whatever, this team won 10-0 yesterday. Snake bit with Renato Lopez and his whole entire situation that's been going on. Braves play the Nationals. Don't lay the 180. Back off. For Bryant Dacus, I'm John Harden. Get out there and make this world a better place. We're going to see you on the flip side. Peace.
For life's spectacular moments, only a real diamond will do.